Hey everybody, Eric Schweitzer from TheGamer here, and today we're taking a look at Asgard's Wrath 2. I'm really excited about this one. The original Asgard's Wrath is one of my favorite VR games, but I think that a lot of people probably don't know about it. It's only available on PC VR through the Oculus Store, so I think it might be a little bit unknown. But this one, the sequel, will be on the Quest 2, 3, and the Quest Pro, and if you buy a Quest 3, you get this one for free. So a lot of people will be checking it out, I think, and I'm excited that people are finally going to see what this series is about. So what we're looking at is the very beginning of the game. If you played the original, this tavern space will look familiar to you. At the end of Asgard's Wrath 1, we find out that we have been tricked by Loki, surprise, surprise, and now we're trapped in this tavern. Luckily, the Fates intervene, they free us, and we spend all of Asgard's Wrath 2 on a mission to find Loki and stop him from doing bad guy stuff. So you'll find that the structure of the sequel hasn't really changed. We're still playing these 4 discrete sagas where we possess a hero, help them on their journey, and get a little bit closer to solving our big mystery about Loki in the process. Each saga features a different hero, and each hero has their own set of weapons and abilities. And as you go, you're also collecting followers, which are these anthropomorphic animal warriors that will help you solve puzzles and fight, and in this game, traverse the environments. So the first saga, and the one that I got to play a little bit of, follows Abraxas. He's an Egyptian adventurer, sort of a cross between Kratos and Indiana Jones. He has an axe that he can throw and call back to him, but you can also sort of freeze it in the air and then redirect it. He also has a sword that turns into a whip, which you can use to grab enemies, you can use to swing across gaps. It does lots of cool stuff. And then he has a shield as well. So the followers are back too, and they got a huge glow up. Not only are they like full characters with stories and personalities, but they also have these transformations now. So not only are they in their humanoid warrior forms that can help you in combat and with solving puzzles, but they can also transform into animals to help you get around. So the panther becomes a mount that you can ride around in these new big open world-ish areas. And of course, the God scale puzzles are back too from the first game. This one comes at the end of Chapter 1. I think it's the second one that you encounter. And they're fantastic still. They're such a cool way to get a new perspective on the world. You get to go into this giant god form and look down at the space below you and interact with elements, move platforms around, and try to solve puzzles using 2 different perspectives simultaneously. It's one of the coolest things about the original, and they're just as cool in the sequel, so I'm really glad that they came back. One of the big new features I wanted to touch on are the Uncharted Rifts, which is a roguelike dungeon crawler game mode. It's completely separate from the main campaign. It's just like this endless time trial, combat-focused adventure mode where you are progressing through layers, you are getting new abilities, and you're fighting for a leaderboard position. It reminds me a lot of Until You Fall, which is a VR game that I just adore, so I'm excited to get into the Rifts and check that out too. Asgard's Wrath 2 is a massive game. The campaign is at least 60 hours long, and the small demo that I played just barely scratched the surface. So there's a lot more I need to see, but based on my experience with the first game and what they're showing already for the sequel, I'm really excited for this one. I think that people looking for that sort of like traditional, meaty, full game experience in VR, this is what you're looking for. It's super deep. It's incredibly demanding. Combat is very complicated with different weapons and techniques and combos. Locomotion has all kinds of different maneuvers. There's wall running, there's grappling. So this is really a game for the VR initiated and people that are looking for a deep experience in VR. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the full preview link down in the description if you want to hear more of my thoughts about Asgard's Wrath 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and visit us at thegamer.com. That's TheGamer, no space.